Hey, Tony Williams, world needs more hugs. Wow, that guy's got to be going at least 70, 80, 90, and 50. So here's what's so. Many of you don't know this. Many of you do. You know, I was diagnosed with lung cancer in 2016. 2017, I was treated for it, and my body was not the same. I had parts missing. Treatment impacted me negatively. It impacted me in a positive way that I live, but it impacted my body in a negative way. I don't breathe like I used to. I don't speak like I used to. I definitely don't have the stamina that I used to. And so, it's been a while. I've lost 50 pounds over the last, 6-7 months. I'm back on my feet. My stamina's good. I could be on set for 12 hours a day, which I don't do that much anymore, but that's part of how I rehabilitated myself. I took on being the background actor. And, those are grueling days, 12 hours a day on your feet, walking, all that. And, or you may not know, now I'm, trying out or submitting for parts and getting requests for auditions and doing a whole bunch of different things, specialty roles like that. So the other day in my acting class, I walked in, I was late, and they were doing a physical activity. I was immediately completely confronted. And the PTS, post-traumatic stress disorder from I can't do that, I can't run, I can't lift, was right in my face, and I'm supposed to be doing all these physical things while I'm saying these lines that I learned, and I had them down 80%, but I was so confronted that I couldn't do this, that I couldn't even remember my name. My partner was very generous, and she said, let's do crutch dialogue. And, I've got crutch dialogue down pat. Hello, how are you? What's doing? Nothing much, just finishing up my breakfast. Every Sunday ought to be like, that's just right there. I couldn't even remember that. I was so confronted, so just not myself, just gripped. You all know what I'm talking about, right? That grip. It wasn't fear, it was just completely gone, not present, unable to be in the moment, be myself, be present, be productive, be useful. So I took a moment, I went into the bathroom, and I composed myself, and it took a while. I'll bet I was in there for 5 minutes, maybe longer. And then I came out, and they were still doing it, and there was my partner standing there. All I could say was, I'm sorry that I'm a hindrance, and rightfully so. She was impacted by me, and in a negative way, because she couldn't do what she needed to do, which was to work with me. And previously, the week before, I was late because my car broke down, and we couldn't do the work then. So, here's what this is all about. There's times in life when things come up and grab you and take you out. It's just what happens. For whatever reason. One thing I didn't do that I wish I had done, because what I did do was I just left. That was my reaction. That was my action. That's what I did. That was my action. I wish I had done what my mentor had told me to do. Not my acting mentor, the mentor in my sobriety. Not drinking. He tells me to pause. Just pause. Just pause. Don't do anything. Pause. Just pause. Compose yourself. Pause. Don't act. Pause. I'm saying pause a lot because it wasn't even there for me to do. I just reacted because it's not a practice for me to pause. Always. It seems like I think about pausing long after the pause would have been beneficial. Now, quite frankly, I may lose my opportunity to participate in this acting class because of that. Rightfully so. It was unprofessional. I shouldn't have left. If I had done that on a set, I would probably never be welcome on another set in the state of Georgia, possibly anywhere. If word got around that I quit and just walked out, who cares why? So here, I know that's dead air and that's the worst thing for these, but you know, the practice I want to continually sharpen is pausing. And I don't really know how to implement that all the time, especially when I'm gripped by something. So if you leave down in the comment your tricks, your tips, your techniques, I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm open, baby. I would like to get a leg up on getting space between me and my reaction reliably. Like, what do you do to not just react? How do you pause? How do you tee yourself up, set yourself up to pause versus reacting? World needs more hugs.